Welcome, everybody. Today we are testing, well, four-wheel drive tractors, articulated four-wheel drive tractors to be specific, but not just, well, shall we say, a somewhat unconventional test. This is, aside from this, this is the 9R, the brand new 9R from Sid Modding, the 640. What we are doing today is we are pulling the largest seeder available to myself, at least, and I think in game, at least, and we are on the PS5, so console. The Borgo, Paralink Hodrel, that like it's rated at 600 horsepower, so it is the largest horsepower requirement implement that I could find. So what are we doing? So we have this I have this here just to set the bar, to say, okay, this is as I said, the John Deere 9R, and I have maxed out the horsepower at 691 horsepower. So let's take it for a zip. As you can see, I have a few lined up here. We'll start her up. We got weed in there. We're going to set a worker, and he's going to do his thing. And 10, 11 miles per hour, which is what it's rated at, and away we go. No problem at all. It takes a few seconds to get up to running speed. But like I said, no problem all, and this in fact has a loaded with seed anyways. So our next victim, I mean tractor. Now I haven't picked a whole bunch of high horsepower tractors. The point of this test is, let's get some underdogs in here. Something you would never even consider to pull this large seeder. And here we have the next test victim, the Lizard 1128, coming in at a whopping 280 horsepower. That is the maximum horsepower I could put on this tractor. I have put when configuring these tractors for this test, I did put the largest tires, twins if available, and the largest tires possible. And if it came with a weight, I would put it on there. This one, however, this is it. So 280 horsepower, pulling this 600 horsepower grain cart, not fully loaded grain cart. But they are all have about the same amount of seed in them. And so here we go. And we're actually doing pretty good. Not the 11 miles per hour, but we're pulling it at 6 miles per hour. Mind you, this is on a flat ground, but I say that's fairly impressive for a 280 horsepower tractor. Yeah, there you go. The Lizard 1128. And that's just a plain old Lizard at 280 horsepower. Next we have the Lizard 1428. These are all wonderful, beautiful mods. They drive and I mean they work flawlessly. It's another reason why I picked them. These are just beautiful mods. So this one, the Lizard 1428 Chip Plus Plus. I've clocked it in here at 380 horsepower. Oh, sounds good. And not so impressive. It is struggling quite a bit, as one would expect a 380 horsepower tractor trying to pull a rig rated at 600 horsepower. Alrighty then, so which makes the other Lizard tractor at 280 horsepower very impressive, actually. Still a very nice tractor, but yes, that is reacting and pulling as one would expect something at 380. Now, the next one is the Lizard 1128 Chip. Now, these are all three different. These aren't the same mods. These are three different mods, not the same tractor. This one's rated at 360 horsepower, 60. Let's line it up here. So 360 horsepower and set the worker off. Sounds pretty good. And just like the last one, having a bit of a tough time, as one would expect, trying to pull a 600 horsepower implement. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Poor girl. She's having a tough time. So we actually had a better performance of the 280 horsepower Lizard four-wheel drive tractor. Now let's go on to something else. Now this has been one of my favorite little tractors. The only reason I don't really use it as much anymore is it does not have a front 3-point option, and it does not have a hitch on the front, so you cannot hook. It doesn't have a trailer hitch on the front of any kind. You can't use the front lifter or anything on the front aside from putting weights on, which I have put weights on because it is a medium tractor, as a matter of fact. But this one, this is the Row Crop Special, the Case 9330 Case Row Crop Special. Very sweet little tractor, rated at 240 horsepower. So here we go, 240 horsepower. Set the worker. And there she goes, 9 miles per hour. And she got up there fairly quickly too. So there you go. The Case 9330 Row Crop Special, 240 horsepower, pulling this massive Borgo air seeder rated at 600 horsepower. Well, if that's impressive. I'm impressed. I was impressed. Obviously, I know that it did that. But we have one more little tractor, and you may not have even this was released a while back. I really never took much note of it when it did. I mean, it's a nice old tractor. It's a Deutz Far, the Deutz Far D 16006. Very nicely made. Drives beautifully. It, it is not a large tractor by any means. I've put the duals on it for best traction. It doesn't really have any weights or anything. This lovely little creature is rated at 160 horsepower, 160. Now you would say, why would you even think of hooking up a tractor with 160 horsepower to this massive drill? You'd say, Looney, why would you do that? Well, because I'm a little crazy. So, I mean, it pulled it over. I mean, obviously, it pulled it here. You know, just not seating or under load or anything. So here we go. Let's set the worker to it and see if it even moves. And lo and behold, yes, you are seeing correctly. We are doing 8 miles per hour with this fine old classic tractor rated at 160 horsepower. I don't even know if anyone even attempted this. Why would you? It's 160 horsepower tractor, and you're pulling a Borgo air drill that sometimes the big tractors have trouble pulling. Sometimes, I mean, I've had the tractor that came with this pack, the John Deere 4-track, mind you, in hilly situations or whatever. But I mean, it's pretty much maxing out any of the big tractors rated at over 600 horsepower. Now, I'm letting it go a little bit because I wanted to see really, or show you the care and finesse that this worker is taking with the turnaround here. And just to marvel at the I don't know if the horsepower rating it's listed at is faulty in some way or what. But as you could see, we had one of the tractors 200 horsepower more than this, could barely get it over 3 miles an hour. And here we're running a very consistent 8 miles per hour. So there you have it. That's the the incredible little tractor that could. I hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, throw a like up. If you want to subscribe, you haven't subscribed, go ahead. I'm working on some more videos, having some technical difficulties, but there's more to come. I really enjoy making these little videos, and I hope you do too. Until then, I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's a game, so have some fun with it. Till next time, bye for now.